Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard caps apply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, my lovely people on the interwebs. Welcome to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. We are officially midweek. Let's cheers to the midweek. We're going to get after it today, guys. As always, we have a ton of headlines that are super important, and we're going to dive into them. Now, our spotlight is going to be most of our headlines, to be honest, and that's going to be the drama in DC that happened yesterday when it came to all the votes on the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. So we're going to dive into all of that. Everyone's asking, what's happening? I'll break it down for you. Do not worry. We also have news such as crypto going mainstream, Bitwise chatting a lot. We also have the GameStop CEO discussing Bitcoin as well, and possibly some crypto payments. We also have a strategy update. Citibank and JP Morgan. I'm going to do a Google search with you guys today. You guys know I love doing some Google searches with you, and it's going to align with what they're talking about with stable coins, deposit tokens, and all of that. We also have the Roman Storm Trial Tornado Cash that we're going to dive into, as well as your coins to watch, some XRP news as well. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We are getting after it on this show. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Vacation Genie to book your cruise with crypto. Guys, we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. 22,460 is the goal for today in terms of subscribers. We have 11 more. We're going to get after it. And what else do we got? Oh, yeah. This morning, I posted a video that you guys, enjoyed and stuff, which I'm happy you did. Let me know if you want these more often. I posted a video this morning. I was out and about, drinking my coffee, having thoughts. And I wanted to know if you guys like these. Do you guys like the coffee pics in the morning, or do you like the coffee videos? Please let me know. I just posted it, I think about an hour ago is when I got to post it. I was a little busy bee this morning when I was taking some walks, and I was like, I need to post a video. I feel vibes. And so let me know if you guys like that. And if you do like this video, then of course hit the like button. Don't be shy about it. Please hit the like on all of it and enjoy. We do have a community after show, well, a members only after show technically today. And so I just want to throw that out there that we are having our after show, but I also like to support other people in our lives. And so as I am double checking midweek Zest, but as we have the after show today, Please keep in mind that this stream is going to raid into Crypto Princess, so I might end a few minutes early just so we could do the after show, get that out of the way, so that way you guys could go support Crypto Princess. This, like I said, once the stream ends, YouTube will take you there, but please go to Discord first and hang out with us in the after show, because she's gonna start a little bit later. Crypto Princess is great. We want to support other women in crypto, so please make sure you guys go and support her. She's celebrating her first year as a crypto YouTuber, and I think that's absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and support other people. Let's go ahead and say good morning to everyone. Hello. It is Wednesday. We are getting after it. Let's say good morning. As always, thank you to Black Hat and all of our friends in the chat. I appreciate you guys very much. We got Nick. We got JC. We got Tyler Fitzpatrick, David Bowles, Doge Bowl is here. Let's see, who else we got? Who else? Objectively Real Reality, good morning to you. We have Army Piper, good morning. So nice to see the Piper Academy. We love the Piper Academy. Mama Shadow is here, Backup is here. He read up on MWeb. Oh, well, you know, Cake Wallet, our sponsor, was I think they were the first wallet to integrate MWeb, so you should definitely go play around with it on Cake Wallet. Van Zan, hello over there on Rumble. Nice to see you. Quantum, John Legend is here. Pie Guy is over there on X. Good morning. I think I have hiccups, guys. Also, I lost my spot because you guys are chatting and so my bot's losing it. So if I didn't shout you out, just yell at me after. We have Aquarian, Peace of Mind, Sandman, Sack Nasty, Swiffle, good morning. Mike Mazzone and Yukio are on X. We have Elric, good morning. Let's see. Curtis Hill and Curtis Neal are here. We love the Curtises. John White, good morning. Welcome. Rob C, good morning. Alex Collingborn is on X. Bulldog Eric is here. AC Joseph Fitness. John Legend has so many emojis going on. I love that for him. Mike Volmer, good morning. True, good morning. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to say I saw everyone, but I'm not sure. Clint over there on TikTok, good morning. Welcome. Did we already hit our gift goal? Oh, shoot, we did. We have over 100 people on TikTok right now. Well, hello, my friends. Swiffle equals Southwest Florida. Southwest? Oh, so are you like in Sarasota or something like that? My Swiffle friend? Cassius Cuvée is here. I love how it goes. I love that. Cassius is so talented. He was on the show yesterday. We're actually going to have him on again next week. So I can't wait. Sharam, good morning. Melon 10, good morning. Hello. Jesse, hello. Let's get after it, guys. 150 likes, 150 live viewers. We're going to do the thing today. We have a lot going on, so I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to dive into the market recap. That is all green bunk. Pamp today up 15%. Curve is up 10%. We got Pumped Out Fun up 15.5%. Diving on into Bitcoin. She's doing good. The TA is TAing. We're at $118,443 at the moment, up about 0.5%. What was the level we wanted to hold? We were looking at it from when it happened on Saturday. The little hesitation of Bitcoin at around $117,000. We want to hold support at $117,500. And so that way, again, if we hold support here, we could try to test our current all-time high. That's at $123,000. I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin right now. I don't think you guys really understand how bullish I am. But it's happening. It's here. I am bullish. Bearish level to watch, of course. We got to look at the bearish end of things, which is going to be your 109.5, potentially even this 112, which was our previous all-time high. Over here on the market ciphers, we are pulling down this momentum ever so slightly post red dot. VWAP is bearish right now, which I'm surprised about as the money flow continues to increase. Obviously, we know that people are looking to buy. People are DCAing. I'm always DCAing. Bitcoin is no longer overbought, but it is extremely bullish on this RSI, meaning that we could gear up for another move, so be ready. We have some room to the upside to run. I am hoping that we hold on to this bullish RSI. We have not been bearish since back here since almost a month ago. Wow. We did test a neutral at the beginning of July 1st. So I think we're doing quite well. We're doing quite well. I love Bitcoin. I love this space. I love the revolution that we have going on here, and I will always be bullish on it. Good morning, everybody. I know TikTok is popping off today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everyone on every platform that's here to support. Again, please make sure you show some love if you choose to. If you enjoy this type of video in the morning coffee, then please make sure you go and like that post. We are going to dive into your breaking news headlines. We have crypto going into the mainstream, and that is where we're going to start today. So if you're ready for the zest, the news, the education, smash like, subscribe. Let's go. Breaking news headlines start now. Bitwise, very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. If I remember correctly, they had a booth at Bitcoin conference. They were very bullish people. And so Bitwise, they're saying crypto is going mainstream. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Let's listen or read. Or you listen and I read. The U.S. is on the verge of passing landmark crypto legislation, which is our spotlight. We'll dive into that drama in just a little bit. And so Bitwise is very bullish, and according to the asset manager, billions in new investment and a path to migrate trillions of tried assets onto blockchain rails are going to happen, and the infrastructure is ready. It just needs the Washington to go ahead. And so again, we have the voting on the Clarity Act, Genius Act, and the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, which we'll dive into later. And so they were saying if these bills pass through Congress, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. And this is from Matt Hoogan, who is the CIO or Chief Investment Officer over at Bitwise. Now, Bitwise is also adding proof of reserves for their Bitcoin and ETH ETFs, which I enjoy. We always like to see proof of reserves, know that things are actually there where they say they are. And so they said they're improving transparency for their spot Bitcoin and ETH ETFs, rolling out third-party proof of reserve verifications through U.S. accounting company, The Network Firm. This is already live and replaces Bitwise's prior practice of publicly listing nearly 90 wallet addresses on its website. Instead, the network firm will confirm on-chain holdings daily for the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF and their Ethereum ETF, reconciling balances with the number of fund shares outstanding, according to their post on X. The company wrote, "Together, these features deliver a more comprehensive and easily readable approach to transparency." Which we love. Mainstream attention, and we love transparency. Now, GameStop, the CEO, Ryan Cohen, was on Fox Biz with our bestie, Charles Payne, yesterday. Shout out to Charles, always bringing on the good guests and bringing those good headlines to us. And so the GameStop CEO, we know he's bullish on Bitcoin. They have Bitcoin on their balance sheet, but also they are teasing crypto payments, which would be smart for GameStop. They have to revise all of the things that were maybe outdated with their business. And I love GameStop. I think the meme is great, and I hope that continues going and they move forward in their business. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen has teased that the video game retailer could start accepting crypto for trading card purchases, and their Bitcoin buys aren't copying MicroStrategy. Cohen told CNBC Squawk Box on Tuesday that GameStop shifted tactics to reduce reliance on hardware in the face of rising costs and focus more on trading cards and collectibles, which could one day be bought using crypto. He said, "There's an opportunity to buy trading cards and to do so using cryptocurrency, so we'll see how much there is on the actual demand side for that kind of product. The utility of crypto beyond investing is a hedge against inflation. I think so far that's been the biggest demand for crypto, and so the ability to actually use crypto within transactions is something that is an opportunity, and it's something that we're looking at." He said, "We're going to look at all cryptocurrencies." Again, Ryan is bullish on not just Bitcoin. He's not a maximalist. He is a crypto opportunist. And so I do believe that is the right way to go. Bitcoin only is not going to work. I do think it's a great treasury asset, but you also see that other companies are, even Bitcoin mining companies for crying out loud, are changing from, hey, not only are we going to have a Bitcoin treasury, but maybe ETH treasury. So that's starting to come into play as well. Very bullish for Ryan, very bullish for GameStop. And so they have their 4,710 Bitcoin purchase back in May, and that is worth over $500 million. And so being a hedge against inflation, obviously, that is one of the catalysts for Bitcoin and crypto, but also the fact that you could be your own bank and have censorship-resistant transactions, that's important. So Ryan's coming out here and saying, hey, we're not exactly copying strategy, but we want to have those crypto payments in the future. Speaking of strategy, though, their convertible bond prices surge. Let's take a gander at this because a lot of you guys love strategy. Strategy's aggressive Bitcoin acquisition strategy has dramatically boosted the value of their convertible debt. And so with Bitcoin steady near its record price and the company's shares rebounding toward $450, 5 of the 6 bonds outstanding are deep in the money, meaning that the price exceeds their conversion prices. And only the 2029 note with a high of $672.40 conversion price remains out of reach. And so MicroStrategy stock has rebounded and it has pushed the bond's market value to $13.4 billion, roughly $5.2 billion above their notional value. And so it reflects how investors are willing to pay in the secondary markets and the premium that they're willing to put up there. So this is very interesting. I'm also going to show you some strategy stock as well. Where's my MSTR? Beautiful. Strategy stock, checking in on her. We are at the golden zone point for strategy. So if you guys hold strategy, then these are your levels to watch as of right now. We want to continue to hold this 447 or around 443 more like. That is our golden zone. So if we hold support here, we could try to target this all-time high for strategy stock with the wick is around 543 and the candle close looks about 535. Wait. Yeah, 543 all-time high with the wick. Looks like the candle close was 534. So that's our level to watch right now. Of course, $500 is another psychological level that we have to break through first before we even get that far. But that is what we have going on here with strategy. Now, for the bearish end of things, because again, bullish bearish case scenario here, if we fall below that 443, we are looking at 391, 393. We are up 1.4% for strategy today. Money flow is continuing to increase, though we do have maybe some bearish signals here, and that includes the VWAP that is looking to go maybe below that neutral, that 0 line, and go bearish. Red dot printing on this momentum, and then we also have the RSI here that is rejecting the overbought but is still remaining bullish. So we're going to take what we can get. That is your latest on strategy stock for anyone that was concerned. And so beautiful people here in the chat, I just want to say thank you for being here. And if you could just listen to Piano Maddie B for just one slight moment, it would make me very happy.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Oh wow, my mug is almost dead already. That's crazy. Welcome everyone. Let's get it. Moving on, we're going to jump into Citibank. We're also going to dive into JP Morgan. And again, we're going to do our Google searches together. This is where our Googles come in. And so Citigroup confirms that the bank is looking at the issuance of a Citi stablecoin. Take a look at this headline. Again, this is July 2025. We're going to do a little Google search. Citigroup. Oh, look. Citibank deposit tokens. Haha, look at this. Look at this. They've been exploring this for a very long time. Let's see if we could go back to the original article. Yep, there we go. February of 2024, October of 2024, Citi Token Services. Take a look at this. September 18th of 2023. So again, Citibank is making you feel like, oh, this is all so new. We're going to look at the issuance of a Citi stablecoin. Guys, they've already been working on things of this nature for years. I love going back in the timeline. I can't. Citi to pilot private blockchain services for institutional clients. We're going to do a little zoom here. They developed a permissioned blockchain for institutional customers called Citi Token Services to provide clients access to tokenized deposits, cross-border payments, and auto trade finance solutions 24 hours a day. Hold on, it gets even more interesting here. Their head of global services said the development advances the goals of Regulated Liability Network, a white paper developed and published in November of 2022. professing the desire to get the world's financial system to a place where on-chain, 24/7 programmable final settlement in sovereign currencies is possible. Guys, this is not new. They want private permissioned blockchains, which is not what we want. We want public permissionless blockchains like Bitcoin. So do we need Citi and Citigroup and their deposit tokens that they've been working on since 2022 for cross-border payments? No. 24/7 with Bitcoin? Yes. Do we need that with Citi? No. And so the tokenized deposit game is not new. JPM coin, same thing, which we're going to dive into next. So just so you know, this has been going on since 2022. This article specifically was published in September of 2023. And then fast forward to July of 2025. Oh, the CEO was like, hey, we're going to do this thing. It's so new. It's so exciting. And so the Citigroup CEO, Jane Fraser, said that the banking giant is actively developing digital asset capabilities, including exploring the potential launch of their own stablecoins. Again, this is not something that's new to them. They said that they're looking at the issuance of a Citi stablecoin during the Q&A section of their bank second quarter of 2025 earnings call. However, the CEO made it clear that tokenized deposits currently represent the more immediate focus. She added that the innovations are helping them modernize internal operation, unlock new revenue streams, and acquire clients. Now, are banks going to get their little toes in the door? Yes, they will. But it's not going to be through crypto. And they try to make it seem like this is all a crypto-centric thing. CBDCs are not crypto. Tokenized deposits are not crypto because they are not public. They are not permissionless. This is all a private closed-in system that is the gateway to CBDCs. So if they don't like you, they don't like what you're doing, they don't like your business, they don't like your maybe political views, then you will be eliminated from the system and you are cut. And it's a lot easier to do that in a tokenized way. This is all what the Genius Act is for. The Genius Act, the Clarity Act, it's all to let the banks in the door so that way they could do whatever they want. It's not about retail. It's never been about retail when it comes to this regulation and the legislation they're trying to push. It should advocate for retail, but it's really not when it's all about the banks and letting them get in the door. Everyone was so concerned with Gary Gensler. Oh, he's going to destroy crypto. What she was trying to do, it's not possible, but it's what he wanted. However, he was stalling for the now, which is when banks can move on in and make their move. And I really do hope that this administration wises up and says we are not going to do that. And this is part of the controversy that unfolded yesterday, where a bunch of people on the Republican side were like, hey, man, we're not aligning with this legislation and these bills. So we'll dive into that again later. But this is not surprising. And so JP Morgan, moving on to him, Jamie Dimon says that JP Morgan wants to get more involved with stablecoins, saying we're going to be involved with JPM deposit coin and stablecoins to understand it and to be good at it. He said, I think they're real, but I don't know why you'd want a stablecoin as opposed to just payment. Now, Jamie Dimon has a great poker face because he's a straight up liar. He is a liar. He loves blockchain. He loves Bitcoin, but he's going to try and tell you, no, this is not what it's about. I don't like Bitcoin. I don't like blockchain. Yet he's going to try to use it for his advantage. Now, we're going to do another Google search. JP Morgan deposit tokens. Perfect. Pops right up. Thank you, Google. And if you look back, it goes, let's see if we can find the real articles. 2020. Here. In 2020, JP Morgan was reportedly considering the creation of a digital deposit token. And then they had JPM coin that launched in 2019 and already was in use for internal cross-border payments and settlements. And it would have represented a separate initiative. However, this was a deposit token that was one-to-one with the dollar, just like stablecoins, just like a CBDC would. So JP Morgan's JPM coin, oh, this is so new. We're not really experimenting with this. Okay? Absolute malarkey, because it's a lie. this is a lie. So I hope you guys go and do your research, because I just showed you the Google search. You could go Google it yourself, and it takes a total of 10 seconds to realize that this is not real current news. This is stuff that they've been doing for years that they're bringing to you now as like, oh yeah, now that this is popping off, then we're going to talk about it. No, they literally have this planned out. If you think the central banks, which then again control the legal banks, you don't think they're all in cahoots, then you're delusional. They're all in cahoots. This is a plan that's been unfolding for years. Shenanigans. Bimondo, that's a great word. Shenanigans. It's all a shenanigan. So I hope these little Google searches are helping you out. And I really hope that you guys are realizing, again, the one thing I really want you to see is that none of this is new. This is all a plan to get you to be like, oh, this is also new. Yay. Whoa. This is like new technology. It's blockchain. No, it's not. And even if you look back to the economic report of the president, and I'm going to see if I can actually find this right now since I'm on this rant. From the economic report of the president in 2023. Economic report of the president. Where was this? I need to see this. Economic report. I had to see if I could find this because it was just absolutely ridiculous what was going on here. It might have actually been in my earlier shows. Wonder where that is. Interesting. It does not show it to me. Seems like even Google Docs might be trying to keep this a secret. But again, if you look back at the economic report of the president in 2023, they were talking about how CBDCs don't have to have DLT or distributed ledger technology. Of the president, 2023, CBDC. Let me see if this pops up just on Google. Okay. All right, here it is. Even Google AI is going to cover us here, but you can pull up the actual document and see. But in the 2023 economic report of the president, specifically a chapter titled Relearning Economic Principle, it included a potential US CBDC and had like all of the pros and cons. But then again, it went into how they weren't going ahead and saying, hey, we are not going to include DLT. So it's very obvious what they were trying to do here. And so if we look through the whole report, which is like 513 pages long, you'll see where it's at. I think I could probably even go Relearning Economic Principles. So 237. We're going to go to page 237. I'm going to see if I could find this. 237 CBDCs. This might actually be it right here. They were talking about how Bitcoin is public. It's a transparent blockchain. Look at this. Look at this. Sovereign money is money issued by the governing authority of an independent country. So they're saying here that Bitcoin is not considered money because it's not issued by a sovereign country. And so they also talk about, again, not having to use DLT. I want to see if I could find this because it's just wild how they go ahead and just like, oh yeah, we're going to do whatever we want. Let's see. Digital payments. They were saying how stable coins could eliminate exchange risk. So they were talking about stable coins back here too in 2023. Let's see. Maybe I could find this on my own after, but they talked about how Bitcoin works and digital signatures and all of that too. Just wild. I need to find this. For the next time. But just so you know, like they already know what they're doing. So it's pretty cute that they go ahead and just like run all over the place and tell you what they're gonna. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. But I just wanted to show that to you. But if you want to look through the economic report of the president, then go ahead and do that. But they also dig a whole page here about proposed uses of DLT, supply chain, and all of this stuff. NFTs they even dove into on this report. Mentioned Jack Dorsey. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then they try to like say that blockchain wasn't really trustworthy, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous as well. But that's what you got. So go ahead and look through that, and yeah, that's that. That's that. So please go and look at the economic report of the president. Now we're going to go ahead and also dive into the drama on Capitol Hill and Washington, D.C. What happened? Oh my gosh. So your spotlight's going to start now. We're going to talk about Crypto Week. Let's do it. Crypto Week, full of drama in DC. And so Donnie T posted a post on True Social. Happy Crypto Week. Whoa, we're going to be the #1 leader in digital assets. Nobody does it better. Saying basically all Republicans should vote yes on the Genius Act, the Clarity Act. He said, we're going to make America great again. We're leading the world. And so I want America to lead the world. I'm so bullish on leading the world with Bitcoin and crypto. However, it comes down to the fact that we need to do it the right way, which is to protect self-custody, your basic human rights of life, liberty, and property, darn it. What are we doing here without all that? What is America without that? It's nothing. It's just like every other country then. CBDCs are going to end you. They're going to end financial freedom. Your freedom, period, is eclipsed by CBDCs. And I like to tell this story of when I went and taught at Columbia University, and they had international students there. One kid was from Hong Kong, very sweet kid, and he was telling me about their social credit scores. And he showed me his app. It was an Alibaba app of some sort. And he had like the fear and greed index. It looked exactly like that. His score was right down the center. And I asked him, what is that about? What is this score? What does it represent? I heard about it, but I don't really know much. And he said, well, I had to go and return basically it was a power bank or a portable charger to a store. He's like, I rented it. I had to give it back, but I was a little too late. And so they took down my score. And I said, okay, what if it goes below this score? And he told me word for word, then I wouldn't be able to buy anything. And so if they don't like you, they don't like what you're doing, you're not to the T and everything, because we're humans, we're not perfect. That's like literally the fundamentals of humans. We're imperfect beings. And so because he was not perfect, he did not give this power bank back in time. He took his score. They basically took his score out. And so it's very risky to have CBDCs because, again, they have the Hong Kong digital currency, they have the digital yuan in China, and then what happens then? Then you have nothing if they don't allow you to transact. And I always show this video too. We're going to show this video because there's a lot of new people that have been watching the show lately. Let me see if I can find this. File type, videos, beautiful. We're going to go and look at this video of this girl that was in China. Here it is. Take a look at this video. You guys need to watch it.
So the latest in this dystopian outrage that is now all of China apparently is I once again cannot buy food. A couple days ago, my uncle and my cousin helped me get a cell phone that is linked to a Chinese bank card so that I could buy anything. But now, apparently, it has been flagged for some reason, and I have to pass facial recognition identity verification, which is insane, because all I want to do is just spend my gift card balance on this debit card. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have to open my mouth. Oh my god. Terrifying. And of course, because it was my cousin who set this up for me, I did not pass verification. I guess it's a good thing that the Chinese app is not racist. But now I once again can't buy anything.
I'll just leave you with that. I'll leave you with that. So the reason why a lot of people are upset in DC is because of CBDCs. And so people are saying, like, Congress has to pass the Clarity Act, but not if there's language in there that's going to allow a CBDC to be here in the United States. And so Donnie T is trying to cut deals and say, hey, you know what? Like, we need to make sure this stuff passes, because all the Republicans were like, absolutely not. And so Donnie T is cutting a deal to end the Republican revolt on crypto bills. He's saying in a Truth Social post, which I have the screenshot. Where is it? Right here. I am in the Oval Office with 11 of the 12 congressmen and women necessary to pass the Genius Act. After a short discussion, they have all agreed to vote tomorrow morning in favor of the rule. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was at the meeting via telephone and looks forward to taking the vote as early as possible. I want to thank the congressmen and women for their quick and positive response. Make America great again. Now, Eleanor Terrett did kind of ease everyone's nerves by saying, many of the House members who voted no had concerns with the Genius Act possibly enabling a CBDC. However, there is language that would explicitly prohibit the Fed from creating a retail CBDC that says that nothing is in this act shall be construed as expanding the authority of the board with the respect to the services the board can make directly available to the public. But that's not exactly saying the word central bank digital currency. That is not explicitly saying the word, and we need the phrase central bank digital currency or CBDCs to be overall written, say this is never possible. However, CBDCs are quite similar to stable coins in one way or another, but I understand how we need stable coins to push hyperdollarization. And even the Dems, the Senate Agriculture's top Dem, is saying that crypto market structure effort needs serious changes. And they don't want to propose changes. Donnie T does not want changes. He wants the bill on his desk. He wants to sign it and pass it into law. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene was making some valid points and saying, hey, like, I voted no just because, like, we don't want a CBDC in the United States. She put up 2 posts. She said this week the House is voting on the Genius Act. This is a post from yesterday. She says, which lays the groundwork for a layered CBDC where Americans can interact with stables, but behind the scenes there are functional surveillance capabilities of a CBDC. We already know that Circle, Tether, they work with 3-letter agencies so that way if there are bad actors, they freeze their funds, which is, again, kind of a layer of a CBDC, which I don't disagree with here. The bill as written, which I said as well, does not expressly ban a CBDC, does not protect self-custody, again, where you control your own money. On January 23rd, Donnie T signed an executive order on digital financial tech with 2 important clauses. 1, self-custody. 2, banning agencies from establishing a CBDC in the U.S. or abroad. The Genius Act does not follow the EO because it doesn't ban a CBDC. House leadership should not allow any amendments banning a CBDC, or they did not allow, and this should not be tolerated. Again, I agree with that. She then posted this clip saying, I voted no on the rule for the Genius Act because it does not include a ban on CBDCs and because Speaker Johnson didn't allow us to submit amendments to the Genius Act. Americans do not want a government-controlled CBDC. Republicans have a duty to ban it. Donnie T included this in his EO, and it should be included in the Genius Act. Take a look at this clip.
The Genius Act, President Trump wrote an executive order on January 23rd, and specifically on exactly what the Genius Act is about, except they did not include what was in his executive order, which is a ban on a central bank digital currency, which is extremely important, and the president feels it's important, and that's why it was in his executive order. And the Senate left that out. And then they sent this over to the House, and Speaker Johnson didn't allow us to do amendments. to amend the bill to ban CBDC. And that's a House issue. It's not, I fully support the president. I will vote for the Genius Act when they ban central bank digital currency and the Genius Act. So we need to get it right. It shouldn't be run through and us forced to vote on something when they take away our right for amendments. Yeah.
Whether you like her or not, and everyone has mixed opinions on everyone, ban CBDCs in the United States should be done. It doesn't matter if you're left, right, like in the middle, like up in the sky, down in the ground. Like, I don't really care. You are serving the American people. If you are truly serving the American people, you protect the people that you serve that put you in office to begin with. And they are supposed to work for us. We don't work for them. And so if you are going to serve the public, do it right and abide by the fundamental American philosophies. Life, liberty, property. And all of that is with Bitcoin being your own bank, censorship-resistant transactions. Again, having something that no one can take from you. CBDCs are the opposite. So I don't really care about left or right. Not my business. Well, maybe it is. But I don't care about left or right. I care about people. I care about the world. And America should set the standard for the world, which is putting Bitcoin and decentralized cryptocurrencies first and taking CBDCs, taking it like a little freaking piece of paper. I'm ripping a page out of my notebook right now. Taking it like a little freaking piece of paper and throwing it. I'm over it. Throw CBDCs out the window. Tell the world that America is not going to do it. Because the BIS and all these unelected central bank bureaucrats are going ahead and having all these pilot programs. Basically has all of this all figured out. They want to take this away from you. They devalue this, yes. They control your life with this, yes. But the fact that you have the ability to take this little paper money and go transact, they don't want that either. So the fact that they're telling you with the digital world coming in, they don't like self-custody means that these little dollars that you have in your little pocketbook, your little wallet, that's self-custody. That's not something they could watch. That means they don't like this either. They want to throw all this out the window. And is that fair to the American public? No. We deserve privacy. We deserve the right to self-custody, whether that's the little paper monies in our wallet or our digital currencies in our digital wallet. All of it should be upheld. Let the world know, especially Europe, especially China, that we're not going to play the game they're playing. We're going to play our own game and we're going to win. So that's my rant for today. There is a congressman that was saying that there are enough votes, though, to pass all of these bills. But again, the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act is the most powerful thing that can pass this week. Let's take a little watch. This is a minute, then we're going to go into our coins to watch, and then go into our after show. I know I'm going off today, but this is so important to me.
I guess rumblings that maybe the votes weren't there, and then the president met with some individuals yesterday. Are you confident now the votes are there?
I believe that we do have the votes to advance the Senate Genius Act, which will create the first federally regulated, with clear rules, dollar-backed payment stablecoin, which will unleash a new competitive round in how payments are done when they're used in a blockchain application. We also have the House's work on market structure, which we've worked through the House Ag Committee and the House Financial Services Committee. Strong bipartisan support for that bill. And then finally, Whip Tom Emmer of Minnesota. Mr. Emmer has his bill that blocks the federal government from creating a central bank digital currency through the Fed unless it's done with a specific authorization through Congress. So I believe that the House has the votes for those three measures, and the Speaker is working this morning on how they'll be coordinated and presented to the House for consideration.
What's your, what do you think? How long? It won't be today, will it? It was supposed to be today.
Well, we expected to vote on clarity this afternoon and also vote on the defense appropriations bill and then vote on Genius, the Senate stablecoin bill, tomorrow. So right now, I think that, based on the work yesterday of a small number of members taking down the House rule, is still under discussion this morning as to how that'll be sequenced and brought back to the House.
There you go. That's the latest. I'm angry. I'm so angry right now. I have to cool off. I have to like get a fan or something because I'm literally like heated right now. My body is heated. We're going to keep on moving though because I am so over CBDCs. I want to eliminate them from the face of the earth. They should be gone. It is the mark. It is done. Anyway, we're going to go and talk about your coins to watch. Also, I have some XRP news for all you XRP fans out there. So we're going to dive into that. Your coins to watch starts now. I am so livid. I need to sip some coffee. Give me a minute. Your gainers, your losers, your coins to watch. Here we go. ENS is leading the gainers today, up 16%. I remember when ENS was $80. I remember those days. Bonk was up 15.8% in the past 24 hours. SPX is up 14, Floki up 11.6, and Curve up 11.5 just about. Now we do have our losers today. Pi's leading the losers, down 3.5%. Leo down 2.4%. Pengu down 1.8%. Monero down 0.89%. That's what I got for you, for your gainers, your losers. Also, guys, XRPL to star in their Ripple Control Alt deal to tokenize Dubai real estate. They have some Dubai partnerships in the UAE. Ripple expanded their institutional custody services into the Middle East, partnering with UAE-backed tokenization platform Control Alt to support Dubai's government-led real estate digitization initiative. This was announced on Tuesday, and they're going to see Control Alt use Ripple's custody infrastructure to store tokenized property title deeds issued by the Dubai Land Department, the DLD, on XRPL. And they're going to say this will underpin the secure storage and lifecycle management of fractionalized real estate titles, which forms a key component to Control Alt's end-to-end infrastructure for asset tokenization. So tokenization is going to happen. Deeds are going to be on blockchain. I would hope it would be on a more decentralized blockchain, but it is what it is. XRP futures volume on the CME also hit a record of $235 million. And we see, again, this is the highest on record. The tally takes the cumulative trading since inception on May 19th to $1.6 billion. And active traders saying on X, this record underscores the rapidly growing demand in our new XRP futures suite. So that is the latest with that if you guys are interested. But I know you guys love the XRP shorts. Also, guys, let's see if we could get 4 more subscribers today while we're live. We're about to look into a few more charts, then head over into the Discord after show. Also, please go to Discord first, but this stream is going to raid into Crypto Princess, so just like hang around there until she goes live, but hang out in Discord while you wait. But we're going to support Crypto Princess today. We're going to support her. Ethereum hitting $3,237. Oh, we're continuing to pimp. We are at around our highs for the day today. Our bullish level to watch is this 3280. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Ethereum is pumping.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Now, again, if we zoom past this level, we are looking at the golden zone of 39.50. Again, our golden zone, so we can hold support there and target $4,000 Ethereum. Bearish level to watch is this 3,000 even. We have a green dot printed on Ethereum. Beautiful. We're going to see if this plays out. VWAP, looking to cross that zero line, become a bullish VWAP yet again. And the money flow is pumped right now, looking good. RSI's also super overbought. Again, the likelihood of a downtrend is increasing. However, Ethereum could just full send to 4K. I really don't believe there's anything stopping Ethereum from flying to 4K. Litecoin is $97, targeting this 200-day SMA. So we're at $97.35. Our 200-day SMA is at $97.53. So we want to cross that, hold $97, $98 for about a week, and target $104 Litecoin. Bearish level to watch is our wick low from yesterday, in fact, which is $91. We're up around 1% with the red dot sort of playing out on this momentum. We'll see if it continues in this direction. Though the VWAP is saying like, hey, maybe we're going to move on up. Hopefully that crosses zero line by tomorrow. Money flow is increasing as well. And then we have the RSI that is super bullish, not even yet overbought, which tells me maybe $100 Litecoin could be in play. But again, you never know. Here are your bullish and your bearish scenarios. XRP, speaking of XRPs, $2.96 today, up 1.6%. Your golden zone we are approaching here at around $3. You want to hold $3 to target that 340 all-time high. However, if we reject $3, we're looking at $2.56 as your bearish scenario. I said a lot of words. I gave you a lot of information today. Hope it wasn't too overwhelming, though. I went off. I don't like when, oh, thank you, XRP, for the heart puffles. I really dislike when there are headlines and like these companies and these banks like, oh my gosh, you know, we just came out with this idea of tokenized deposits. We just came out with the idea like, let's do a stable coin. That's so new when they've been doing this for years. Stop the madness. Please stop. And if you have the will and the room in your heart and the energy in your fingertips, please do me a favor and do the world a favor and share out this episode. There are certain episodes like this one where I'm like, people have to see this information. And this is why this brain fizzles from time to time, because I'm like overloaded with so much and I have to like share it with you. It's my job to share it with you. And I genuinely want you to know, because we are a part of this together, we the people, and not just within the United States. And that's what I want to push and really express to the highest degree, that it's not just the United States, that people should be entitled to life, liberty, and property. This should be every human being that walks this earth or that is breathing and has blood flowing and pumping through their heart. You should always have life, liberty, and property. You should always be able to own things, transact whenever you want, have the ability to speak freely. And what is money? It's a value, it's information, and we should be able to spread that value and information freely. And that's what Bitcoin allows us to do. Now, these people, the gosh knows who is really at the top of this iceberg here, where they go and tell you like, hey, we don't want Bitcoin. Oh, it's not really decentralized. DeFi isn't really DeFi. They just want you to be under their control, under the guise that they're helping you. Nobody is there to help you, especially from the trad system. They are almost the enemy, and they shouldn't be the enemy, because I feel like we can merge both of these worlds into one beautiful one. However, they don't want that. They want to overtake us, because if we opt out of their system and stop using their money, that's a less control that they have over us and less purchasing power in their pocket. Meanwhile, if we are all opting into Bitcoin, into an asset that they can't control, then we have the power. We have purchasing power. We can make things happen for ourselves. We don't need them. We're saying we don't want these intermediaries. And that's what they're afraid of. So when they come out with all of these things and the Genius Act and the banks trying to bring in their own path to legally make things happen, just know that they've been doing this for years without the legislation. Just know that it's their plan to wipe out Bitcoin and crypto. But I'm telling you right now, it's physically not possible. They can't stop Bitcoin. They can't stop crypto. Jamie Dimon can say all he wants. If I was the government, I'd shut it down. But it's all delusion. And this is why we're here to educate, so people could see through that delusion and know that this is a decentralized cryptocurrency that is ruled and run and operated by we the people throughout the entire world and not a centralized entity. So I appreciate every single one of you guys we're about at the top of the hour here. So I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for allowing me to be here every day to spread this message to you and to allow you guys to maybe be educated. At least I hope you're educated. I hope you're learning here. And I absolutely adore every single person that is here. Every single person that has a Bitcoin. I don't care if you watch the show or not. Well, I do want you to watch the show. But I don't care, because I want you to go ahead and own Bitcoin, because that is a silent, a peaceful revolution. There is no weapon needed to defend Bitcoin and the power and the sovereignty it brings people. It is a peaceful revolution, and we love peace. We love love, and we love prosperity. And I want humans to prosper. I want people to prosper, no matter where they're from, who they are, their socioeconomic status, their race, whatever it may be. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the world, and I absolutely love the world. I've seen the best and the worst of humanity, but I believe the best is yet to come. So thank you guys so much. Please smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Have a beautiful day. If you're a member, then hop into Discord right now, and this stream will rig into Crypto Princess, so hang on, go watch her, but also hang out in the Discord before she goes live. Have a great day. Mwah. Bye.